All right, welcome into another Mystery Fifth Hour presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. I am Ryan Brown. Rockstar is in the little box there. We got him boxed in. This is Emily Grace McWhorter,
hey
EG.
guys.
This is Taylor Corn, Little T. And you've heard him referred to as number 12 during a mandatory legal period.
Big T.
That's Big T. Yeah. He is no longer number 12. He is now simply Tim Melton. Employee number 12, but because of legal wrangling by a very petty organization, we had to call him number 12 for a little while.
That's one term to describe them. But yeah. I've been sliding back here behind this window behind Dunaway for months, covering my face anytime I pass, except for one time I got caught with the refrigerator while I was rolling that in. But happy to be here and out of the shadows for sure. So it's good to have you. Yes, welcome in.
I love the lights.
Yes.
Flash the lights for Tim Melton.
Good.
Welcome in, Tim Melton. So Tim came to us from Talk 99.5 over at Cumulus Media, our former stomping grounds there. And it was not the legal or the local people. I want to make that clear. It was just so not all of the local people, not all of them, Tim.
You're right. Not all of them.
More of a large company that
that is correct.
Flex their muscle for some reason. But hey, all that's behind us now, right?
We'll see. I'll be checking the mailbox every day. But
well, I mean, we avoided the mandatory period.
I think so.
Rockstar said we're good to go. Did you clear that by somebody, Rockstar?
Yeah, I talked to Phil yesterday. And
Phil
he was
who?
Like, Majakin.
Phil Majakin?
Yep.
That was Punxsutawney Phil that you were talking to.
So we are recording this on Groundhog Day. So Little T has come up with a Groundhog Day themed topic for us today.
Okay, so I actually didn't know that it was Groundhog's Day.
When you suggested this last night in the
Groundhog's
text.
Day, like for every Groundhog Day.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
It's
a day
like
for all
President's
of the
Day.
groundhogs.
So when you suggested this very Groundhog Day topic, you had no idea it was Groundhog Day. That was the whole reason I thought you brought this up.
No, I was surfing the web, and because I'm trying to keep up with questions for my question of the day.
Yeah.
And so I look on the internet,
Right.
for ideas. And so after you texted last night and we're like, all right, if anyone has any suggestions, I said, let me go to my trusty internet where I've been finding all these other questions. And that's one that I saw. And I was like, I think this would be a fun topic. But I did not know it was Groundhog's Day. But the topic is.
Yeah. Did you know it was Groundhog Day, EG?
I didn't know because I'm really anxiously awaiting the winter to be over.
Yeah, well, that little rodent's only like 39%.
Yeah, it makes it official. He's official.
I think it makes me
stone.
mad, and I don't know. I just don't like the concept, but I do pay attention.
And
By the
Melton-
way, I've been coming up with topics for the Mystery Fifth Hour for a couple of months now. Thank you for letting me have that task.
Yeah.
I did not once go to the internet and cheat my way out of this, and I just want to put that on the
Oh,
record.
you feel bad,
It is
Taylor.
not cheating. It is using resources.
All
Roasted.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Scathing
And I'm already
commentary
coming
from
into
Tim.
this with a little bit of animosity, and I apologize.
And Melton would frequently give me like a printed out sheet. I didn't have to, ask.
Hey, I'm taking care of it, guys.
Yeah,
Come on
I know.
now.
Taylor's going to set it up. Real quick, though, before you get into the topic, Rockstar, Groundhog Day is a top 50 movie for you
Yes.
you personally?
Broke up the relationship between Harold Ramis and Bill Murray. Bill Murray wanted to be a funnier movie. Harold Ramis wanted to be a more serious movie. They did not like each other for the longest time. And I saw estimates is that he was repeating the same day for 80 years. That's the estimate.
So
80
Harold
years.
Ramis was looking for more of like a dark comedy?
Tim may be able to speak on this a little more. I just know that Bill wanted more comedic aspects of it. They had a different vision for what the movie should be, and then they did. I think Bill or Harold was going through a divorce at the time, and the other one was not sympathetic towards that, and they broke off.
Yeah, I just heard Bill Murray was an absolute nightmare to work with during the filming of this, and it did break up the friendship for many, many years until later on they were able to reconcile before Harold Ramis's death, but that it was a very tough production shoot.
Yeah. It is a little bit of a dark comedy, though.
It's a great film.
I mean, would you call it a little bit of a dark
I
comedy?
definitely would, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like funny, deaths and that would be tragic if you read them on
any other
paper,
circumstance,
but
yeah.
You're God. I didn't say I'm the God. I said I'm a God.
Have you guys seen this movie?
No, I have not.
I think everyone knows the
1993.
answer to that question.
Yeah, 1993. Little T didn't even know it was Groundhog Day. I am always amazed, though, at the movies we talk about, and I turn to these two, the youngest employees we have here, and ask, and they're like, Nope, never seen it.
We're
You've heard
working
of it.
on
I've heard
that.
of it. I've
You've
heard
heard
of
of
it.
it? You've heard
Yeah, I'm like in a master class right now in terms of.
I do. I'll go back to Melton's office, and EG is back there with Melton and Lunsford, and it appears like they are lecturing her about entertainment.
We're trying our hardest to bring her up to speed, but
They are.
You know, it has not been the easiest of feats, but we're
but
getting there.
I'm coachable.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
She's
we're getting
coachable?
there.
I'm
I think so.
coachable.
I think so. We're going to work on
What
that.
is the next big movie you've got her seeing?
Oh man, I don't know if we have one charted out yet.
Yes, like yesterday we did our first movie debut last night actually, and
Are you doing movie reviews? Oh no! You went to the movies. You
I
saw
went
that
to the movie.
Argyle thing.
Yeah.
Argyle.
It's not a pirate movie, Ryan.
Argyle. I heavily overpronounced the R. I did do
From
that.
Street
yes.
Fighter. This is Argyle, not your guile.
All right, so you guys saw Argyle last night.
Argyle.
Yes,
We did.
Argyle.
And I saw a preview for another one I want to see, but I can't. It was like a World War II.
Yeah. It was
true
something about
story.
gentlemen's fighting or something.
Ungentlemanly warfare,
Something like that.
and it really piqued my interest.
I'm not too hyped up with anything right now with Henry Cavill in it after seeing last night's horrible film.
Okay,
Argyle
I
was
was
rough.
going to ask if you guys wanted to do a review. I think that'll be coming up on some future programming, but not good.
Wouldn't
in a
recommend
word
it.
or two. Not good.
No, it's not good. Long.
You didn't like it?
Confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of unnecessary twists, long, drawn out, tiring,
Unrealistic.
Yeah.
repetitive.
Right.
I'll cancel my plans to see it.
Yeah,
then.
little T, do not go see Argyle. The pirate version is much better. Argyle. All right, so these two don't know that they've never seen Groundhog Day. One doesn't know it is Groundhog Day, but we're going to do a Groundhog Day topic, which is?
Which is, if you had to relive one day of your life once a week forever, what would it be?
All right, so again, one day in my life. Now, the reason we've got a new panel in here is we've done a topic similar to this, but I couldn't even remember my answer, Rockstar. You remembered yours, which was what?
Yeah, mine was the 8th grade talent show because that was the first time I really played in front of we got to play like 3 or 4 songs after the assembly or something like that, and then I had a girlfriend for the first time. It was just a great day. It's sad that I have to go back to when I was 13, 14 years old, and that's the day. Because I'm trying to think of, when you think of this, am I going back to that age, or am I mentally where I am now going like, this sucks, this is not like I remember, I think I built it up too much, or am I going back to when I'm 13 reliving that day?
So how did the girlfriend factor in? You just had a girlfriend, or was
That's
there
the first time I really, I just remember that day was a talent show. It was like Pirates Day. That's when they have all this, you have those stupid games where it's basically Mayday Play Day for middle school, and you're the 8th graders, you're the oldest ones of the school, and you had a talent show. We did that. We did Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. I had tapered jeans on, and I had Air Maxes on, and a shirt tucked in with a braided belt.
Wow.
Singing
How
Marilyn
did you
Manson.
only have one girlfriend?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's been like that for my whole life, where I
Right.
had to beat them off. But I really can't think of we had a COVID wedding. That wasn't a really fun wedding. Wouldn't want to relive my wedding. We never had a honeymoon. So
It's a sad
I
story.
know.
it
It
is.
is.
We drove
Yes.
home from our wedding in separate cars to our house, and I came to work 2 days later.
Oh.
So,
This is also a dark comedy.
Yeah, it really
This is
is.
also-
I mean, Rockstar brings you some of that now.
Tim, what would you say your favorite day
Yeah,
is?
yeah. You want to start, Melton?
So I would go with the first time I brought my daughter to Disney World, because not only do you get to see,
Such an easy audience. Oh,
it's the truth. It's
no, it
the-
is true.
It's a good answer.
Mine's going to be Disney World related too, and I don't know if that's the
wow.
answer I gave the first time, but I'm giving it this time.
I just feel like if you relive that day over and over and over again, it would actually save you a lot of money, because you wouldn't have to pay for parking admission, to
Good
go
point.
experience everything
Yep.
over and over and
Okay.
over again. And to see her light up is,
What was
it's
your
worth
favorite
it.
part?
She really liked Peter Pan's Flight
Yeah.
and Pirates of the Caribbean. She liked those. A lot of pirate-themed conversation
I know.
today.
Hard to
It's like the
Argyle.
third
with.
one.
It's-
Yeah,
Yes,
but
yeah.
that was the first time she got to experience a theme park, and she had a great time, and so I would want to relive that through her over and over and over again.
Oh,
that would
man.
never
How
get
old
old.
was she?
She was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she slept at some point, like y'all had to push her in a stroller, and she took a nap at the park.
That is correct. Yes.
What did you and the
Definitely.
wife do during that time? Did y'all just walk around and look at stuff?
Snacks
Yeah.
during that time.
Did you eat that big turkey leg?
I did. I'm not
Oh,
a big.
the
I'm not a
I
big-
turkey.
want to try one of those so
You like
bad.
those?
I've never had one, but I feel like it's right up my alley. They seem messy.
Yeah, well, they are very great. Rockstar, you've never had one of those, have you?
No, it's a leg. I can't do dark meat either.
Oh, okay.
Here's what's sad is when
Too
people
juicy.
they have the turkey leg and they have to dispose of it while they didn't finish it in line, and they have to dispose of it before they get on the ride, and they're like, no, I don't want to do that, but okay, $13.
Now I got crap all
down the
over
drain.
my hand. Yeah. So no, we stopped for lunch, and I had seen people walking around like cavemen eating a turkey leg. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. And so I try it, and it was good. Now you occasionally get a bite, and it's got like a tendon. And it's
Gag, immediate vomit.
Yeah.
If that happened to me.
Keep going. Oh, if it happened to you.
little T
You
was
don't like biting into tendons?
immediate vomit.
If
the best
I
feeling, though.
have a piece of like any type of meat at dinner and I bite into it and there's like that really chewy nasty stuff, I will not eat the rest of my meal. It makes me ill. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to get that on camera now.
I
Somehow.
know it's content, little T. You
Yep.
know that. So no, I took it, but at one point I was sitting there talking, and I was holding it just kind of out like this, talking to my wife, and a bird flew down and grabbed it with its beak, like flew by and grabbed it with its beak to the point that it almost like jerked it out of my hand.
Did
That's
you continue
cannibalism.
eating it afterwards? Did you eat it afterwards?
Well, I flipped it over where the bird wasn't. I took a few
second
bites.
roll.
Yeah.
$13.
They don't carry any diseases. They're fine.
I wasn't going to throw it away, EG. I was starving.
That's risky.
Yeah, it was very. I turned it over where the bird didn't bite.
What's the bird flu? Is that
like
The swine
avian flu?
flu?
Yeah, well,
No,
that's
it's
more
pigs.
pigs. Yeah.
But I thought there was a bird.
Well, no, it's like the avian flu, like
Avian-
SARS.
Yeah.
I think SARS was that the bird flu.
Yeah, there's many variations. There's a lot of disease in the birds, but you flipped it over, right?
I did flip it
Okay.
over.
So we're
Yeah, I
fine.
didn't eat where the bird was. I mean, don't you think that was acceptable?
So if I took a bite, I'm just saying, if I took a bite out of it, you just that's fine. I'll flip it over.
Well, I mean, it's a massive turkey,
is
like
huge.
Like I drank out of your
that,
straw.
like that big around.
I
huh?
drank out of your straw. No, it's cool.
No.
I flipped it over.
No, I do not like people drinking.
I like that.
I will
You
draw
let
the
me
line.
use your toothbrush for like a month.
I will draw the line at people drinking out of my straw. So
I think the bird swooped down and was like, I didn't want to eat another bird. I thought this was something else.
no, it's cannibalism.
Yeah.
Right? I thought he had a hot dog. So yeah, Disney for you, and that would be the same for me. I'll just go real quick before you girls go. Ladies, is girls okay?
Girls.
Yeah,
Girls,
that's fine.
Sweethearts.
I got Ron Franklin. What do you call her? Sweet cheeks.
Yeah. Hot stuff.
No. The last trip, and we're about to go to Disney again. So 2 years ago, we went during Christmas break to Disney, and we always stay at the beach club because for this reason, the beach club is right next to the back entrance to Epcot, and you get the little park hopper thing.
There we
Right?
go.
Yeah, I got there
Spell it out.
eventually.
Yep.
You get the park.
Wow.
Ooh.
Parkour?
Yeah.
Hang on, I got this, y'all.
Come to the hopper.
I do this for a living. You got the park hopper deal, right? So we can go to Epcot every night and eat dinner and watch the fireworks and all that. So
Smart.
But there was this one particular night that visitors of the beach club got like extra hours, and Disney stayed open till 1 a.m. So we stayed. My little one was like, I want to stay. Hallie was like, I want to stay till 1 in the morning. Like she was fired up about that. So we stayed till 1 a.m. and we were like among the last people there.
I think Epcot is by far and away the best park to be in at night.
See, I agree.
There's just so many things to do. You don't have to just ride rides. You
Yep.
can go around the World
That's right.
Showcase. And
Yep.
the
It's a great
fireworks
fireworks
display
show.
is
Yeah.
fantastic. And then it just looks better at night, too. All those construction walls are much more hidden in the darkness.
That's right. You can walk right into them. So, yeah, I mean, we just stayed there. We had been, I think, to Magic Kingdom that morning and stayed that night. It was just a good day, man.
I agree.
Everybody was happy. We got to the end of the hotel, and you're like, there's nothing else we could have packed
So
into
with
that
our
day.
Groundhog's days, do they end up intersecting to where we can go to Disney together?
Yeah, I mean, I
Ryan? Is
think
that
us and the Meltons
something
could
that can-
travel, yeah.
Save some money. Yeah.
And then we could just get the one room and everybody share that.
Okay.
Y'all can do the hopper together. Just park the car in the
Some
lot.
turkey legs.
Lady
Yeah,
and the
big-
Tramp, a turkey leg together.
That's
It'd be
right.
really great.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. It is the Mystery Fifth Hour presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. EG and Little T are about to answer their question. All kinds of vehicles to choose from, including trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy to rent. They get you in and out fast. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and in Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. And Tuscaloosa Skyline Boulevard. Reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. That's McCurryRentals.com. Please give us a thumbs up and make sure you have subscribed to the Next Round Live YouTube channel and set your alerts so you know when we're live.
You can go first.
EG.
Sugar
Okay.
Rich is your first.
Let's.
You talking to me?
I think I have two.
Braves World Series.
Actually, no.
Okay.
Because I wasn't home for it. And I was
no.
in Statesboro. I mean, it was fun, but I think I love Christmas Eve at my house.
Yeah.
And this is like just Christmas Eve in general, not a specific year. But it's very cozy. And all my family is there. And my mom usually cooks something good.
Do you build a fire?
We build a fire if it's cold enough. But just the feeling of Christmas Eve, like at home, is unmatched. Secondly, and again, they're not specific days, but I feel like they're just specific feelings. But a beach day on 30A with my family, and this happens, we go every year, so I feel like this counts. And we start off early, go on the walk with my mom and grandma, then we go back, go out on the beach early, and then we spend the whole day or wrap it up around like 6 or 7. That's my dad's favorite time to be on the beach.
Yes,
Then go
your
get
dad's
ice
right.
cream,
Yep.
and then you're tanned and you're all warm and like your cheeks are a little burnt and you've had good food.
It's a visual.
And then you wake up and do it all again the next day.
Paint it, E.G. Paint it.
So,
So E.G. reminded me of mine. That was the summer before my daughter went off to college. The last day we were at the beach, we stayed until you could not see anymore,
Best.
and just play music. And there's nobody
Yep,
out
there's
there.
no one.
You just
Cooler,
crank
cold beer.
crank the music up.
It's
little
just-
cold beer, cold Diet Coke.
Sunrise, suntan, sunset, repeat.
That's about it.
That's right. Yeah, you're about
I was just about to say, it feels like you picked one of the coldest days of the year and one of the warmest days of the
exactly.
year.
Yeah, I think
You
that's,
like
about,
variety.
that's fair enough.
E.G.'s for all seasons.
Yes.
She loves all seasons.
Specifically summer though.
I do like Christmas Eve. I'm with you on
Christmas
that.
Eve.
It is just this magical feeling.
To me, it's better than Christmas Day at times
I kind of agree with you.
because Christmas Day I get really sad because it's over all the lights and the festive feeling. Like the day after Christmas, the worst.
Not in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's a couple houses that still have them lights up.
I think
Are you
my dad
serious?
still has our mailbox still lit up. Like if I were to ask him to send a picture tonight, I'm pretty sure it's still.
I feel like New
Christmas
Year's Eve
lights.
is better than both. New Year's
Really?
Eve.
New Year's
Oh,
Eve?
yeah.
What?
Much
Yeah.
less stress. Enjoy good food.
What do
It's
you
an
eat on New
endurance
Year's
test.
Eve? Endurance
Just
test.
a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. You know, chicken wings. You don't have
Turkey
to.
legs.
Well, I don't have to worry about stomaching some of the leftover Thanksgiving food on Christmas. Basically,
Ooh.
same sort of dishes, not
Yeah.
the actual.
We
Oh,
do
that's
chicken
right.
tortilla soup on Christmas Eve. Weirdly enough.
Really? That's
Yeah.
like a staple?
Yeah, I don't know if we would like call it a tradition, but I
Yeah.
think it's turned into one. But it's like always chicken tortilla soup,
Interesting.
homemade. So
Interesting.
good.
All right, little T, this was your question. Pressure's on.
Okay, I have 2 also. And one of them's 2 days. Okay, whatever. So one, I would go back to the day that I won a state championship in soccer my senior year. That was a very fun day.
Was it Forrester videoing it for 3340?
Yes. So
Yeah.
actually, a memory came up on Forrester's Facebook, I think, that
Yeah.
he had shot. And he didn't know. I mean, at the time, we didn't know this until a few months ago, I think. But it was a video of me playing in the state championship game that Forrester shot while I was a senior. And Forrester was there for work, which was pretty cool.
That is really cool. I remember when that happened. I'm like, man, that is just wild.
It is wild.
I want to ask a technical question here.
Okay.
Is it guaranteed that you win the state championship every single time?
Well,
that
if I'm
you relive this
reliving
day?
the day, I win.
Yeah.
You
I
have
would
to
think
put
so.
forward the same amount of
Yeah.
effort every single time that
Well,
you relive the day.
I feel like I just like go back and it happens again.
Okay.
I don't. I would not be
That's what
able
I'm
to
saying,
do
like,
that
yeah.
now.
Are you in the shape you are in now, or are you in the shape you were in
No,
then?
that's part of the reason I want to do it
Yeah.
because I could not run that much now. And that
You hit a
heat.
header in. Then you got a header for the goal. I think.
did.
I remember that footage.
So take me back, like, so you guys played the game. Who'd you beat?
We beat McGill Tulane.
Okay, so you beat McGill Tulane. Boy, a bunch of rich kids in that game. So you beat McGill Tulane.
Private, is it a private school?
Vestavia, McGill's private, and Vestavia may as well be. So you beat McGill.
I'm trying to figure out if I should be offended right now or not. I'm kidding.
So you beat McGill, and then you guys celebrate on the field,
Yep.
right? And then was there a party that night? Was
Yeah.
this your senior year?
Yeah, this was my senior year. So there was a lot of exciting stuff happening around the time. Like we had graduation. I had a party that I made a deal with my dad. I said if we win state this year, can like let me have a party at our house, and he was like, okay, because he's like,
Yeah, they're never gonna win.
or he's like, if at that point, like, yeah, let her do
Yeah.
what she wants. So we had that. I went home and it was just fun. Like we were all happy, excited. I had given up so much of my free time for my whole childhood. Like every weekend I was traveling to play. And so I was like, okay, this is an awesome feeling. I knew that I didn't want to play after that. So it was
Did you get recruited?
fulfilling. Smaller schools would talk, but like I wasn't.
You had no interest.
I had no interest.
Yeah.
I had no interest. I wanted to have fun in college. I had given up so much free time forever. And I was like, I'm done. I mean, I've had fun doing it, but like I knew that I wouldn't be, my heart wouldn't have really been in it.
Once, Melton, decreed, before you were part of the company, we once decreed that Little T is the leading scorer in Vestavia women's soccer history. And I don't think anybody ever discredited that, so we're sticking with it.
Why not?
Wow.
Just go
I don't
ahead
know.
and
I
do
think
it.
my dad came back with
He gave you the goal
one time.
total. It's like 26 goals, I think it was.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
So you have a
But-
second choice that competes with this one? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So because then I was like, I went to hang out with some of my friends. Then we graduated and that was fun. And then we were going to college. Like we had our senior trip. It was just fun. It was a lot of fun stuff. It wasn't all in one day, but like the feeling of, it was just like so much to be excited about. And then my other one was probably, which I don't know what day it was, but it has to do with Lincoln.
Oh, so those that don't
Best
know.
presidents we've ever had.
Yeah.
Abraham?
Yeah.
You will be one day.
Lincoln is Taylor's nephew. Or is it cousin?
Yes, I think technically that, but he's like my nephew.
And Taylor, I mean, raves about this kid.
She's a fan.
She is a fan.
I fangirl. Yeah, he's perfect.
Loves this kid like nobody loves anybody else, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so now we just had another little baby born too last week.
That
And
child
so
does not stand a chance. He's going to be compared to Lincoln the whole time.
No, I think that he'll be perfect too. They're neighbors.
Perfect. Yes.
He's going to have to earn it, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andrew Johnson.
But I'm the youngest in my family, so I was never really around babies.
Right.
Like I never had a baby sister, baby brother. And when he was born, I was like, Mom, what if we don't really get along? Like, what if we don't get along that well or don't? And she was like, Taylor, you're gonna love him. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
He's
with
under
baby.
warranty. You can take him back.
And now,
Big
like,
trouble.
I would die for that kid. And I think one of the best, this is kind of a feeling thing too, but like the first time, because he would start to learn my name, and then they would start sending me videos and be like, and he would be saying Tay Tay, and I was like, oh my God, I have 50 on my phone because I saved them all. But the feeling of like opening the door to their house or going to pick him up from school and him like running, and he like wants to get in you to pick him up and give him a big hug, and he's just so happy, and it warms my heart. And I wish I could do it every day.
It's a great feeling. Pick him up from daycare when they every day when I pick him up, I'm not the first dad there. So once the first domino falls, if two kids have been picked up, where the hell is my dad?
Oh yeah, they all know.
And you can tell he has been bawling, and like they go like, Cord, your dad's here, and he'll run in. You have to have 2 cups, one for water, one for milk, and they're like, get your cups, and he comes running in with his cups, and he's just so emotional, and it's just so awesome.
It's so awesome. And that's what, like, my mom literally this morning, I guess she went and picked him up yesterday and was like, my heart has never been fuller. Lincoln sprinted to me when he saw me picking me up. She was like, and he gave me the biggest hug, and never it runs in the family. We all have a problem with this. We do. It is an unhealthy obsession.
It really is. That child runs your family.
Yeah, and he's spoiled. Like, he sat at the head of the table at Thanksgiving, and it felt like
He's carving the turkey.
Yeah, my mom has him like silverware. Yeah, he was at. I think I tweeted a picture of it. I was like, this is not normal or good.
It really is
probably.
not normal.
No, my mom was like, we have to stop at one point because when he gets into school, he's gonna walk around being like, I'm perfect, I'm so cute, like. Whatever, because that's all we say to him. My mom's like, Taylor, you have to stop.
And now we're doing an hour-long podcast about how wonderful he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go look at my
I'm glad
social
we've cut
media.
that back. Yeah.
Good.
I'm glad we've cut that back. All right. So a day everybody would want to relive. I think we all had pretty good ones there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And it turns out I remembered my first one. It was the day on the beach. So thank you to EG for reminding me of that.
You're welcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can all kind of collab our days together, I feel like.
Yeah, it's true. I could have been at the beach with them.
Yeah.
I could have been at Disney with you.
Forrester could have been with Taylor.
Forrester was with me.
Forrester was with Taylor for
I don't
one
know
of
if
them.
he'd relive
Working.
that day.
Yeah, working.
What day did we go back? A day I was working.
Scott looking
championship.
It would be
Scott
more
looking
fun if
red a
we-
camera in 100-degree weather.
It
Yeah,
would be more fun if we knew each other, though. Then I would have, given him a little wave.
Yeah, you know, go in front of the
Scott,
camera.
I sent you that graphic. Can you pull it up? I just texted you 10 minutes from now.
That is the Mystery Fifth Hour. It's presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental, the local rental company you can depend on. Trucks, SUVs, passenger vans, they make it easy. Get you in and out quick. Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Tuscaloosa on Skyline Boulevard. Reserve your rental today at 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003, or visit McCurryRentals.com. McCurryRentals.com. Please give us a thumbs up on this video. Make sure you have subscribed to Next Round Live on YouTube. Set your alerts so you know when we're live, and follow us on all social media so Little T doesn't get upset with you. At Next Round Live on social media. Thank you for joining us for the Mystery Fifth Hour.